Okay, changing things up today. We're at the tail end of a blizzard, and when I woke up this morning it was negative 19 air temperature. I think it might have got down to negative 20 last night. So in the garage it's like a balmy 26 degrees. So I won't be doing any videos, no repairs, until it warms up, which could be a month from now. So anyway, what I'm doing in this video is I want to do a review, kind of a function check or review or overview of a couple of linear tracker turntables. The first one I have up here is a Yamaha PX3 linear tracker from 1980. I'm also doing a comparison between this table and a Mitsubishi LT30. So you'll see a video on that as well, where I kind of cover kind of a head-to-head comparison of both. Now, I'm not going to play any music on this. Both of these are working fine. I'm not going to do like a super geeky deep dive into the cartridges I have on them or anything like that. Naturally, I'm not going to do any type of sound check because you can't really tell anything from a video on YouTube. But what I want to do is kind of go over the functions of each one. I'm going to run them through their paces, and then I'm going to do a head-to-head comparison and kind of show you both side by side. So first thing, a couple of specs on this one. I had to write them down on a note here. 27 pounds. So around 27 pounds for the Yamaha. Dimensions are 19 by 6 by 17. So I believe it's 19 wide, 6 tall, 17 back. I believe that's what it is. Let's see. Let's kind of zoom in and do this kind of part by part here. So both linear tracking turntables. Couple of adjustments available on the Yamaha. We have, and there's a little bit of dust there. This has been sitting in my closet for a while. So we have a lock, so you can lock. I believe this locks the tone arm. It won't go up or down, I think. And then we actually have VTA, so we have an up and down adjustment. Here is how you set the, let's zoom this out a little bit. Here's how you set the tracking. So there's a zero mark, you balance it, and then you slide that to whatever weight you want for your cartridge. And then you can also verify that through the use of a scale, right? If what I do is I turn it on and I pull power, and then I set it on the record and make sure that it's good. So here are, right, so there's power. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. So the power button. Now this is manual speed selector. This is not an automatic speed selector. So if I lift this record, you're not going to see any type of sensors or anything like that on it. So it is manual speed selection. These little bumpers I put on it just to protect the plinth from the cover when I close it. Here we have, I'm going to take it through its paces. We have the arm control, we have the quartz lock. Let me zoom out a little bit. Right, so we have up, down, left, right, repeat, cut, and then the disc size. Right now, when it says automatic, these are the automatic functions. So there's no start, stop. If you want to play a 45, you hit 17. If you want to play a 33 RPM, you hit 30, and then repeat and cut, and then up and down, right? So this is turned on right now. So let me show you the arm function. So if I want to move it, it's going to lift it up, right? Now, I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if it's coming through on the video, but this is actually kind of a noisy linear tracker, right? So if I turn this on, you'll hear the motor running, and then it drops. I have a Stanton 881 on this. Probably not an ideal cartridge for this type of turntable. I was really just kind of trying the Stanton out, make sure that it works. I mean, and both of these have been serviced. I repaired or addressed the linear tracker belt. There are tons of videos out there. I didn't do one for my channel because why? There are already videos out there that do a better job than I would have. right? So, and then I'll kind of show you if we go up again, if I hit the up button, there we go. And then we'll go to the end. Now you don't hear any of that noise during playback, right? And then it lifts up and it returns. But again, you can hear that motor kind of chugging along as it goes. Whoop, my phone just rang. Let me get that. They can go for some crazy prices on eBay, on the used market. Typically, if you find one that's not working, so this, see if I can zoom in. And again, there are much better videos to explain exactly how this works. But, and I'll just show you this. So you see when I move the tone arm assembly left and right, it's on a belt. You probably can't really make it out, but this is actually moving. And this belt is, if I remember correctly, and again, it's probably been 6 months or so since I worked on this. That belt will, when it sits for a long time, it'll no longer be elastic, and it will kind of conform to the little pulleys or the mechanism that make it go left and right. Again, if I remember right, I've done a lot of linear trackers. So naturally, when that belt gets hard and it is no longer, kind of like a turntable belt when it's no longer round, if you understand what I'm saying there. So anyway, nice turntable, works fine. A little noisy when you hit start. When it returns, there's a little bit of noise there. Naturally, that does not come through when you're listening to music, so there's no impact there. So lots of pros to this turntable. Nice turntables. If you can get one at a decent price, I wouldn't hesitate picking one up, especially if it's working and you can get it at a good price. If it's not, though, chances are it's going to be that belt. And to get to that, there's a bracket on the back. There's like a plate back here that you remove. And again, there are videos that'll show you how to do it. I just didn't do it because people have done them already, and they did a better job than I would have. So that's it for the Yamaha PX3. Good turntable. Again, fully automatic, but not auto sensing, and then you can do your manual stuff on it as well. So as always, if you like what you see, hit like, hit subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.